What's up? It's Elizabeth and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today we're doing something a little bit different. I've never done this before and I'm going to do a chit chat, get ready with me, as you saw by the title. And what are we getting ready for? Absolutely nothing because, say it with me, I'm bored. I'm filming this during quarantine and I literally have nothing else to do. So I decided just to get ready to do my makeup and answer some of you guys' questions. Instead of asking questions on my Instagram today, I'm going to answer some questions that I asked literally like 2 months ago now, I think. And I never ended up filming a Q&A. So I'm just going to go ahead and answer those throughout this video. Hopefully this is kind of interesting. If it's not, it's giving me something to do. So without further ado, let's get into the get ready with me. And I will link my products down below if I forget to mention what I'm using, because I'm going to be like talking and I'll probably forget to say. But I'm going to start with taking my hair out, looking super cute. I need to get my hair cut so badly. I hate having my hair past my shoulders. I needed to get my hair cut before this quarantine like even happened, so the fact that I've needed to get my hair cut for like months now is really getting on my nerves. The first thing I'm doing when all of this is over is going to get my hair cut, but I just took a shower. I put in some of this, my hair is so frizzy. I put in some of this argan oil, which smells really good and makes my hair really soft. And I'm just gonna put on a headband until I blow dry my hair after I do my makeup. And this is from Amazon. It has like a little bow on it. And I think it's super cute, even though it looks like something a 5-year-old would wear, but that's okay. So now that that's out of the way, I'm gonna go ahead and start answering some questions. So let's see, which one do I want to answer first? Did you go into nursing right out of high school? First thing I'm gonna do is prime my face. So no, I didn't. I really was back and forth between like what I wanted to do, and I have a mirror over here, that's why I'm like looking off to the side. I knew I wanted to do something in the medical field, but I wasn't sure like if I wanted to be nursing. I was like back and forth between like, do I like want to attempt to like go to medical school? Do I just want to get like a bachelor's in like biology? So right out of high school, I majored in science. I was kind of aiming to get my bachelor's of biology. And then once I got my associates of science, like the first 2 years of it, and I also did college classes in high school, so it wasn't like a full 2 years before I started nursing courses, like before I got my associates of science. So once I got that, I kind of decided that nursing is something that I was interested in, and that's when I started applying to programs, and then I started nursing school. So I'd say it was probably like 1.5 years after I graduated from high school that I went into nursing. Best advice you can give for nursing students going into OB classes this semester? Really pay attention in your clinical, because at least at my school we only have clinical for like 8 weeks. So we only have 7 clinicals because we don't have clinical like finals week. Right now I'm gonna mix these 2 foundations together to find a color that matches my self-tan right now. And I felt like that just wasn't enough for OB because it's like a specialty, and plus it's something that I'm like really interested in. And I just felt like, well, I saw one labor, and I had seen a labor before clinical, but it's a much different experience once you've like learned the stuff in class and like know what's going on. So I saw one labor. I didn't get to see a C-section, which I also saw C-section before school, but again, it's so different, like seeing things, like knowing what's going on versus like literally just watching as like an observer. But definitely pay attention in clinical, because now that I'm like in my final semester, we're doing like ATI questions and stuff. I'm practicing for the NCLEX, and like I'm a very like hands-on learner, so I don't remember like class material like 100% like months later if I didn't like do it in clinical. So the fact that like labor and delivery was so long ago and we didn't really like get to see much in clinical, it makes it a lot harder now to answer NCLEX questions and ATI questions about labor and delivery, because I literally don't remember like all the parts of labor and all the different parts of taking care of the mom. And it's like, you know, newborn and maternal, so you have to like focus on two different people, you know, the baby and the mom. So yeah, definitely pay attention in clinical and apply what you're learning in class, because trust me, you're gonna remember it so much more. Like, you might be learning it, you're like, oh yeah, like I'm gonna remember this, but you'd be surprised like how much you forget in like a short amount of time if it's not like really like in your head, I guess. I don't really know how else to word that, but yeah, definitely really apply what you learn in clinical. Favorite nursing school supplies that weren't on your required supply list. My stethoscope case. Some people say it's not necessary, but I am like the clumsiest person in the entire world, and I would always just throw my stethoscope in my bag and just like all my stuff, like my scissors and whatever, like my pens, and then I would like lose stuff, and like, you know, my stethoscope costs, you know, $100 or so, and then I'm just like tossing in a bag. So if you're like clumsy or just not careful with your things, I would definitely recommend that. Also, people make fun of me for carrying around my scissors, but let me tell you, you need scissors like all the time, and you always need them when you don't have them in your pocket, and then you've got like your gloves on and you're in the middle of doing something, or like you're sterile or whatever, and then you need scissors and you're standing there like, shit, like I need scissors. So put scissors in your pocket. People might make fun of you for being like over prepared, but let me tell you, it's better to be over prepared and have this stuff ready, because you're gonna waste so much time having to like go out of the room, get your scissors, come back in, hand hygiene again, reapply gloves. I've been blending out my foundation for the longest I've ever blended out my foundation for, because I'm talking. But yeah, you're gonna waste so much time. So keep everything in your pockets. Get a pocket organizer. I don't have one, but that I've seen people have that and they seem very handy. So that might be good as well. Okay, I've been talking about that for way too long. Let's move on. Is it hard having a job and studying? So I am PRN at a hospital as a PCNA, a patient care nursing assistant. So PRN means I basically work just whenever I want to work. So for me, it wasn't really that difficult because I kind of got to make my schedule around like my school schedule. Obviously, it's not like that for everyone, and I get the question all the time, like, is it possible to work and go to school? And I'd say it definitely is. There's so many amazing, strong women in my program, and men too, who are maybe single parents or just parents in general who are working and like have a home life and taking care of their own, you know, family and everything, and working full-time or even part-time, whatever it may be, and are still in nursing school and doing really well and passing. And again, at the end of the day, it's all about passing. Like, you don't have to get the best grades in the world to be a really good nurse. It's about how you apply yourself, and nursing school exams are obviously a whole different like beast compared to like prereqs, like nursing prereqs and stuff. But this zit is like not working with me at the moment. But yeah, nursing school is like its own battle, and it's really just about pushing through and getting through it and becoming the best nurse you can be. It's not always about the grades. It's a very hands-on field, obviously, so just focus on getting through and get a planner, time manage, and it's definitely doable. It's definitely going to be hard, but what am I doing with my hand? It's definitely going to be hard, but you can do it. I believe in you guys. Are you planning on stopping at a bachelor's degree? That's kind of been on my mind a lot recently because I'm starting to apply for bachelor's classes, and I live in Ohio, and there's certain schools that do BSN to MSN bridge programs, which is like a master's in nursing, or NP programs. So you can apply for like them at the same time and just go straight through. So you can get your ADN, apply, start your bachelor's, get your bachelor's, and then you just continue straight on. I don't really know if I want to do that, or if I want to like take a break, or if I even like want to get my master's. It's just really up in the air right now. I'm just focused on like graduating from my ADN program and getting a job and getting acquainted to my job. But end goal, I normally, like when I started, was I wanted to eventually become a nurse practitioner. I just don't know like really the timing of that yet, but I guess no, I don't really plan on stopping at just a bachelor's. I want to answer something that's like not nursing. Well, this one's kind of about nursing. Can I speak? This one's kind of about nursing, but it's about my relationship. Do you feel like your relationship was strained in nursing school? And I have a video up on my channel with my boyfriend, and we kind of talk about that a little bit, but I don't know. I don't really think it was strained, but it's all about the person you're dating too. So Mikey, he's very like into his schooling and stuff as well. He's an accounting major in financial management, and that's definitely not an easy degree either. And he's going to be starting his master's here pretty soon. So he knows like what it's like to have a heavy workload and have stress and be balancing like working and, you know, having friendships and relationships. And so I don't know, I feel like we were both equally like motivated career-wise, so we didn't really argue too much. Obviously there's times when like I was tired and I was in a bad mood, or he was tired or whatever, and we'd argue about little stupid things, but it was never like a huge deal. So I definitely say it's about who you're dating. And I honestly don't know if I were to, like, if I didn't have a boyfriend like starting nursing school, like I don't know if I would have like dated, just like casually dated. I feel like that definitely would have been a lot to have someone you've like just met and you're trying to get to know, and then like you're not being like really present in a relationship because you don't really have time to. But if you have someone who like truly understands, I think it's totally possible, and you just have to support each other and be there for them when they're trying to achieve their goals, and know that don't get mad like when they can't hang out and stuff, because you know that they're working and trying to become the best version of themselves. And then obviously that's going to benefit your relationship when you're both like happy and in your own like personal things, and it's not just all about the relationship. Let's see. Do you want to move out after graduating? Yes. I don't know when that's necessarily going to be now because of like COVID and everything that's happening, and like just the uncertainty of where I'm going to be working and like when I'm going to pass the NCLEX, and I'll probably end up like moving in with my boyfriend, and like things are getting a little messed up for him and stuff as well with school because of the COVID quarantine and all of that. But yes, the plan is to move out. And Mikey, he really wants to buy a house, and I just like don't know if I'm like ready for a house. Like I'd love to have a house. Trust me, I would love to decorate a house. Mikey's like I said, he's a financial and like accounting major, and he's very into like money and like getting the most out of like money that you're spending. And I literally just like broke my brush. What the heck? It was Elf, so it was like $3. It's not a big deal. But Mikey just like, he literally has this Excel sheet where he like counts like every penny that he spends like every single month. Like he is really into crunching numbers, and he thinks that like buying an apartment is like a waste of money, which in a sense like he is right, it is a waste of money because you're literally buying nothing, you're investing in nothing. And this is like my favorite bronzer ever, by the way, the Butter Bronzer by Physicians Formula. But he's right in that sense, but I just don't think I'm ready for all the responsibilities of a house. I totally just like what is that? But yeah, I don't know if I'm ready for all the responsibilities of a house and having like a new job, like being a new nurse and just like all of that, like all at once. So I would like to get an apartment, and I would love to live with my best friend Amanda. And she's very serious about like maybe moving in together, like her and her boyfriend and me and my boyfriend, which would be really fun because her boyfriend is friends with my boyfriend, which is like, I don't know, I just feel like it'd be really fun if we did that for like a year and just like learned how to live on our own and, you know, be independent, and then talk about getting a house. But I don't know, we'll see. But I just took forever answering that question. I'm just like blending out my contour. On camera it looks like super dark, but in like the mirror it doesn't. Okay. Next question. Where do you want to work after you graduate? BTW, I love your videos. Thank you. And it's really up in the air. And I don't want to say like where. I've actually applied to a few jobs this morning. Not saying that I'm even going to get interviews or anyone even look at my application. But I'm kind of back and forth between two things. Two like floors, specialties, whatever you want to call it, that I might possibly want to work in. I can't really make up my mind. I'm kind of just trying to like go with the flow and just like see where God takes me, like what path he takes me on, and like the opportunities that come into my life are like meant to be. So yeah, like I don't know, because I don't want to say like where I like applied, because like if I do end up getting a job in like one of these two areas, I want it to be like a surprise and like announce it like when I get the job or like when I graduate or whatever. So I don't know if I want to say, but I feel like if you guys have been a subscriber for a while, you know where my interests lie. So that's all I'm gonna say about that. But yeah, I keep saying but yeah. How long will you wait to get your BSN? I want to get it as soon as possible. Like if I choose, especially if I choose like just to get my BSN and not do like my like MSN or anything, like a master's degree right away. But I do want to give myself a little bit of time at least to like get acquainted to like a job, because I do want to get a job obviously like right out of college and, you know, move out and stuff like that. So now I'm applying highlight. So yeah, hopefully maybe like fall this year, like late fall. Like I know certain BSN programs start at like different times, like some do like 8-week courses, so they have multiple like start dates. And if anything, I'll start like next year in January if all else fails. But I definitely want to get my BSN as soon as possible, just like get it out of the way. Would you do a room tour on your channel? I think you have such a cute room. Thank you. I honestly want to redecorate my room, but it's like, why would I redecorate my room if I'm going to be potentially moving out at some point this year? Like, I feel like that would just be a waste of time and money. I feel like in the camera you can't tell that I have highlight on, and then in the mirror it looks like I have so much highlight on, but I keep applying more because I like can't see it in the camera. And I apply my highlight like above my eyebrow and then like all the way down like my cheekbone. I'm gonna put a little bit on my nose. Okay, this is like the longest I've ever taken to do my makeup, but it's because I'm talking. Do you still have time to go out with your friends knowing that you're taking up nursing time. That's funny, the way she worded it, like taking up nursing time. Yes and no. I feel like a lot of the times the reason I don't have time is because my brain tells me that I don't have time. And she put it like really, like in good words, like taking up nursing time, because just because you're not at class or whatever, you know, when I was doing like nursing prereqs, like I could finish all my homework and study for exams like with like 2 nights of the week, and then I could like go out on the weekends and do whatever. But with nursing, like you're never done studying, and so all the time is nursing time. Like whatever time you put in is what you're gonna get out of it. So sometimes, like, and it's also an issue I'm having right now and like quarantine and always being at home, is that I kind of feel like when I do something besides nursing that I'm taking up nursing time that I could be studying. But it's all about time management and knowing what kind of like test taker you are. And as you go through classes and get farther along in the program, you get more confident with your ability to like take tests, like nursing tests, and like answer the more complicated questions. So I don't know, I definitely, the first semester I didn't really, because I was just getting used to nursing school and how everything went, and just learning how I studied and just trying out different things to really like get the most out of it. But then now, like my 3rd and 4th semester, I'd say I went out a little bit more and I tried having a little bit of a college experience, I guess you could say. But yeah, it's definitely possible. You just have to like figure out what works best for your schedule. I graduate a year. Congratulations. But I'm so over school. Any tips on staying motivated? Honestly, you really just need to like focus on the end goal. And I know that sounds like so stupid, but a lot of the times I would just get so frustrated and be like why am I even doing this? Like I would be like crying, like I just want to stop, like I want to give up, like what is the point of this? And you really just have to focus on like why you started nursing school to begin with. And take a step back. Like if you're studying and like you're just having a mental breakdown, then close your textbook, take a break, do something that like makes you happy, that's gonna take your mind off things for a little bit, and just like de-stress, and then come back to it. Because if you're trying to study and you're like freaking out and just really upset, you're not gonna, first of all, you're not gonna learn anything, and you're just gonna make yourself more and more frustrated. So take a step back, do something that makes you happy, that you love, whatever that may be, and come back to it, because you have to like focus on the end goal and not the right here and right now. Also saying that, you also kind of have to take it one step at a time too. Like especially in a semester, like when you have an exam coming up, you can't be thinking about the homework assignment you have like due 2 days after like the exam. Like you have to focus on the exam, do all on the exam, and then worry about the homework assignment or whatever, or the quiz or lab check off like after that. Like one day at a time, one thing at a time, one test at a time, one check off, and before you know it, you're gonna be like at the end about to graduate like I am. Like it's so crazy, and you kind of just realize like it went by so much faster. Like in the moment it seems like it's taking 5 million years, but then you're gonna blink and it's gonna be over. So definitely just take a step back. I'm just going underneath my eye. I need to focus. Oh, look, I just messed up. I'm just going underneath my eye with some bronzer. Literally, that looks crazy because I'm like so far away from the mirror, and I'm also not good at makeup, if you can't tell. I can't remember the last time I put on like actual eyeshadow. I just always use like bronzer. So pretty much all I have left to do is mascara, which I'm going to do off camera because I'm going to be like getting it everywhere, and then lips. So I'm going to go do that really quickly and come right back. So I just put on mascara. I think I'm going to answer one more question as I kind of like do the finishing touches, and then I'm going to blow dry my hair and just show you guys what it looks like when I'm done. So the last question is advice for getting ready advice for students getting ready to go into nursing. B2W, I love watching your vlogs. Thank you. First of all, I love when you guys like interact with me and like in the comments and everything. Like this makes me like so happy, and I love it like just probably more than you guys do. And this whole YouTube experience has been crazy for me, and I've said this a million times that I just never expected it to be what it is and like where I am now, and I'm so blessed and I love every single one of you. So yeah, reading all these like just makes my heart so happy. But advice for students getting ready. My boyfriend just called me and like cut off the video, but advice for new nursing students like going into school. And this sounds really dumb and really cliche, but my biggest advice is to really just like enjoy the ride, enjoy the journey. There are so many stresses that come with nursing school. Like emotionally, like with your relationships and your friendships, and just having to learn how to manage your time differently, and if you have a family and a job, and nursing school is just so different as far as like the testing and what's expected of you, and there's just so much, and it's easy just to like get, which was me, this was literally me, and I wish I could go back and like take this advice. There's so much to be stressed out about, but when you step foot in your orientation or the first day of class or whatever it may be, just take a deep breath and keep repeating to yourself in your mind, everyone in this room is having the same thoughts as me. Everyone is anxious, everyone is nervous, everyone has 1,000,002 questions, and let me tell you, they're not all going to be answered in one day. It's going to take months, honestly months, because I really feel like things started to come together, and that I've had a lot of my other like nursing friends in my program like say this as well. Like for me, it really started to come together my third semester. Like my third semester, so I'm already like 2 semesters in, and things are just started to make sense. So just don't worry about knowing all the answers the first day, the first semester. Like it takes time. It's literally a journey, and I use that word a lot, but you start knowing nothing, and when you graduate, you still know nothing. You know things, but not what you need to know to be a nurse. Like you're gonna learn so much like your first year as a nurse, and I'm about to step into like that portion of my nursing career like now, and I'm so excited to like learn more. And you just have to be totally open to just like continuous learning. It's not all gonna just happen for you all in one day. It's just not. So enjoy the journey. Know that everyone in your class is in the exact same boat, and try to just not stress too much, because like I said, it goes by really, really fast, and before you know it, you're going to be a nurse and you're going to have even more stresses. So enjoy just being stressed out about school and not about whether or not you're going to like kill your patient or not. That sounds so harsh, but like literally, you know, as a new nurse, like that becomes your worry. Like you're gonna be on the floor by yourself. You're not gonna have someone holding your hand. Well, you're gonna have a preceptor at first, but you know, you really start becoming like an independent nurse, and it's not like nursing school clinical or school. Like you're gonna have a lot more things to worry about than an exam over the blood flow of the heart or whatever. Like trust me, life has many stresses, and nursing school should not damage your mental health is all I'm gonna say. So that is that. This is the finished makeup. This is my favorite lip gloss in the entire world. It's the NYX Butter Gloss in Fortune Cookie. This is like my 10th one of these. I love them, and I always lose them, so I always have to like repurchase them. But this is the finished makeup look. It's just like a glowy, natural, literally what I wear like every single day if I wear makeup every single day. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna blow dry my hair and then end this video. So I just blow dried my hair and ran a straightener through it. I'm gonna keep my hair back behind my head like this because normally my hair is above my shoulders and it's like so long right now. Well, actually, I'll just like show you guys. Like for me, like this is long, which for some of you guys are probably like, your hair is so short, but this is really long. Like I said, normally above my shoulders, and my highlights are so grown out. So the first thing that I'm going to be doing after quarantine is running to the salon to get my hair cut, because it's probably going to go up in a ponytail for like the rest of this social distancing quarantine time, because it's actually driving me insane. But I hope you guys liked this video. I love answering you guys' comments and questions and interacting with you guys. I love every single one of you. And like I said in the video, I never thought that I would have a platform like this to be able to talk to so many people and like just learn about so many people's lives and their journeys through nursing school. And I love every single one of you. So if you like this video, make sure to hit that subscribe button, follow me on Instagram, and also check out my new merch, which will be linked down below in the description. And yeah, I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.